Hello, today I'm joined again by Olivia Stefanino. She's a very good friend of mine. She's a speaker, she's an author, she's a coach, and she's creator of The Money Types. Welcome again, Olivia.
Hi, Sarah. I'm really excited to be here. I know this is going to be a really interesting conversation.
It is. And we're going down a slightly different line, a non-business line today. And in our last session, we kind of touched on partners, family, people who are close to you, who might have opinions on you setting up a VA business or any business come to that, and how that might impact your dreams, your goals, and you going for it and going for that VA business. So also I'm really interested just to kind of hear a bit about relationships, particularly with partners and potentially children as well, and how the money types can help make those better. No pressure.
I'm not feeling the pressure at all, just the excitement. That's lovely, isn't it? Great questions, actually, because when you're starting a business, it takes a lot of courage. It takes the leap. And even when you're excited about it and you know that you can do it, how people are around you has a massive impact. And I just want to explain a little bit about each of the money types first, so that we have a sort of an idea of who we're talking about and which one you are, and then it's how it kind of relates in a relationship. So the pharaohs are the ones who like to kind of rule the roost, who like things to be done properly, who know that they set the tone for everything else. So that could be the kind of the matriarch, the patriarch, sort of in sort of old-fashioned terms. But they're the ones that kind of decide how things are going to be around here. Then you have the magician. The magician is much more of the kind of the visionary, the entrepreneur, the one that spots the opportunities and sees how things could be made better. Then you have the joker, and the joker is the one, by its name, kind of likes to go out and have a very good life, enjoy life for the max today. They're not always the greatest planners at tomorrow, but love living for today. And they're really good at connecting people with people and people with ideas. Then you have the angels, and the angels are the ones who love helping everyone else and making sure that everything is absolutely as easy as it can be for all the people around that they love and care about. Often angels do forget to take care of themselves, so that's something angels need to learn about, because the angel's there for you too. Then we have the architect, and the architects love systems and processes. They love taking another idea from perhaps someone else and then working out how to manifest that into reality, how to bring it into reality. They're the kind of the natural project managers, if you like. And then lastly, we have the prisoners, and the prisoners can be the people who feel stuck with where they are now. But actually the light side of that can be that they're the liberators. They can say, this isn't right, this needs to change, and then do something about it. But they all have a light side, but they all have a shadow side as well. And the shadow sides can sometimes be what plays out in relationships, particularly when there's fear around. So, if you've got somebody else who is a fellow magician and you're both sort of out there doing your creative stuff, earning money, that's great. But if both of you think the other one's going to be the steadier one, that can be a bit kind of concerning as well. And magicians sometimes are great at having a fantastic idea. It's so clear to them how everything should be, but they're not always so good at explaining to someone else each kind of step of the way, because they don't get what bit you can't see for yourself. So often if you're a magician and you're trying to explain to your family, whether it's your partner or parents or whoever else is involved, you just get the excitement over, but you don't actually explain how you're going to do it. And you don't always answer those difficult questions like where the money's going to come from and how it's going to be and how you're going to plan for it, which can make the people around you really nervous. And they want the best for you. Let's hope they want the best for you, but still it's their fear that they're projecting onto you. So if you want to connect with someone, if you're a magician, or actually for all of them, if you want to connect with someone, you need to be able to explain it every step of the way, what you're going to do, and manage their fears so that they know that you've thought about it. They know that you've taken that all into consideration, that whatever it is that you're setting out to do, that there is a plan, and preferably a proven plan that other people have taken and made work for them. So it's not just that you're taking this weird kind of leap out into the unknown, but you're doing something that has been proven. You're going to put your own stamp on it, but it's not just something that's kind of sort of weird and wacky and nobody knows whether it'll work or not. And if you're the joker, you'll have the people around you concerned that you're going to just make a leap today and get bored with it tomorrow. So again, you need to be able to reassure the people around you that you've thought thought it through, that you've actually made the business suit your personality. So jokers often love networking and selling. And if that's the business that you're building, to go and help other people with the bits that they don't like doing, and you're going to be that networker or social media person for them, if you can show other people that you're actually creating a business that really suits your personality, then the people around you are going to feel, again, more reassured. And if you're an angel, the people around you may think, oh, you're going to be giving all your time away and you're going to be doing everything for everybody else, and there isn't going to be enough time for us. And then maybe you won't be bringing in the money that you were bringing in before. And then you're going to get really tired, and then we're going to lose out. So again, reassure those people by showing that you've taken care to be following a system that has been proven and that works, and that you're making sure that you get paid, and that you can use your hours that you're going to be setting aside to do this work to work for the family rather than against them. So you can show that, you know, that you've thought about the number of hours, and that you're going to be working from this time to this time, so that you can, you know, be there for the children, that you can actually get to live the life that you all want. And if you're the architect, then other people may think, but how are you going to go and sell? Because you're not the natural salespeople, you're the natural people that like following the systems and process. So again, you can demonstrate, and make sure that you are doing this, of course, that you're following a system where other people have been before, that you can follow a system for sales, that you can do what other people do, that there's a system and a process that you can do something every day in order to reach those sales. So show that you've thought all of the questions that other people have in their mind, show that you've thought it through, rather than you're just taking a mad leap, you know, into the dark, because that's what people are frightened of. What will happen if it doesn't work? How will that affect me? What will I have to do? What will I lose? And then if you're unhappy, I'll be unhappy. So it's about that reassurance factor. And it's good for you too to have thought all of these things through, so that you can reassure yourself. And if you're a prisoner, then again, it's about demonstrating to other people that perhaps you've now found a way that you can get yourself out of where you're stuck and move into where you want to be, again, with a map that will show you how to get there. So it's not that there's a labyrinth you're going to get stuck in. There's a map that you can follow that other people have been on before, that gives that reassurance factor. And as a pharaoh, people around you might be thinking, yeah, but you want to rule the roost. What happens if you give up a great job somewhere, for example, where you've been, you know, the most senior person? How will you feel running your own show when you're working for other people? I'm going to guess here, Sarah, that you probably don't get that many pharaohs coming in anyway as VAs, but if you do, you're still the one that's actually running the business. So it is your domain for you to decide how things are going to be. But I suspect that we're getting more of the magicians, more of the angels that want to help people, and we're getting some of the architects that actually like to to streamline and give the systems and processes for their clients to work. So on that basis, I think it helps to bring that mindset to those people around you, because people will be concerned that you're making a mistake. And unfortunately, we're actually hardwired in the subconscious mind to look for the negative rather than the positive. So once we've dealt with the negative, then we can start focusing on the positive. And we're hardwired that way because sort of in ancient times, we had to make sure that we were always on the lookout for what could go wrong, so we didn't get eaten alive by the saber-toothed tiger. So if we can take all of those concerns that other people have and then allay their fears genuinely, because those people are only looking out for us, and work with them and bring them on the journey with us. So if you've got an architect partner, for example, then show them that you've thought of every step of the way. If you have a joker as a partner, show them that this is going to bring more time for you to actually enjoy life now, and that you're going to be able to bring in the money that's going to pay for that lifestyle. And if you've got an angel partner, then reassure them again that you're going to be able to use what you're doing as a business to look after them and to look after the family and the people that you care about. And as a magician, if you've got a magician partner, they're going to be absolutely up for you going for this anyway, but both of you will need to make sure that you've kind of got enough in your sort of your war chest or your opportunity chest to get you through those first few months as you're setting things up and building it up. So they're all here to support you. The trick is making sure that you have that communication, you understand what's actually bugging them underneath, and why they're saying what they're saying, so that you can allay their fears, you can reassure them that you've done the thinking and that you're working with people who've also done that thinking, who've proven it, who've tried it. So you're stepping onto a well-trodden path that's a safe path, and it's safe not only for you, the VA who's going into this business, but also it's safe for everybody around you. So knowing how to communicate with them and what their issues are, I think is actually pretty key. So I don't know, what do you make of all of that, Sarah?
Fabulous. Great stuff. You've got to have your partner on board, really. It's quite tough setting up a VA business without that. So I think that's a key point. So again, as always, brilliant advice. Thank you.
Oh, you make my day. Thank you for that. And if you want to find out what your score is, or even your partner's score, get them to go along to my website, oliviastefanino.com, and you can find out what your primary money type is there. And if you join my Vault Cafe, all of it's completely free, and I don't bombard you with a whole load of sales stuff. I hate it. Why would anybody else want to get that? If you join my Vault Cafe free online community, you can find out your combination score as well, and that for me is key. If you understand how each money type is playing out for you, you understand what your strengths are, what your gifts are, and also how the shadow can play out as well. And all that information is on the site. And I think it's pretty cool. I would say that. I put it together, but there we go.
I can confirm it is pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll see me in there if you signed up. Thanks very much, Olivia. Thank you.
My pleasure, Sarah. Thank you. Great question.